Hi, my name is Larkin, and this is a lesson on single-string odd grouping ideas. For those of you not familiar with odd note groupings, basically, if you're familiar with the idea of a triplet, hopefully, the idea is that we're taking a beat, and instead of splitting the beat in half like we might do with eighth notes, we're putting 3 beats into the space of 2. So likewise, you can do the same thing with other numbers. You can take 4 16th notes, and instead of having 4 in the space of that beat, you can squeeze 5 into the space of that beat. The key thing is, as with triplets or any other note value, the idea is that you have to have them evenly spaced. In other words, if you're going to put 5 notes in the space of a beat, you don't want 3 and 2. You don't want a triplet and then 2 16th notes. We can do 7 in the space of 8. And if we do that, we don't want 4 16th notes and a triplet. We want to have 7 evenly spaced notes. The other two that I'll be talking about are 9 tuplets, where we want 9 evenly spaced notes in the space of 8, perhaps, instead of 5 plus 4, instead of 4 16ths and then a quintuplet. So now we're starting to get into avoiding having tuplets within our bigger tuplets. Same applies to 11 tuplets. We do not want 6 plus 5. We don't want a sextuplet and a quintuplet. We want to have an 11 tuplet. So the first one we're going to talk about, I'm going to set the metronome to a reasonable speed, and what we're going to do is, instead of 4 16th notes, we're going to actually put 5 notes in the space of that beat. Now what you don't want is 3 plus 2. You don't want... That would be a triplet plus 2 16th notes. So what you want is to try to get those 5 in between the clicks in the space of the beat, but to have them evenly spaced. So that's going to sound like this. And you can try that with other fingerings, finger groups. You can try it with this. You can do it with chromatic exercises. Okay, now on to septuplets, because we have 4 fingers on the left hand, so why not use all 4 for our legato technique once in a while. So, the idea is that we're going to have 4 on the way up, and then 3 on the way down. And then we're going to mirror, just like we did with the quintuplets, we're going to flip it. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we started one with the pinky. And so for the septuplets, we're going to do... You can do several things with that. You can do diminished licks. Or you can do chromatic ideas. So that's septuplets. Now we have fingers on the right hand, so why not use those? We're going to take nanotuplets, which would be 5 on the way up, and then 4 on the way down. So it's going to sound like this. And I just snuck in an extra note with my 3rd finger there. Alright, so things you can do with that, I could actually do the thing I did before with the diminished, now with an extra note. Alright, and then finally the last example is going to be 11 tuplets. I'm actually going to add just one more finger on my right hand. I'm not brave enough to do the pinky, at least not for this video. So it's going to sound like this. sorry for the string noise. So we have 7 on the way up, and 6 on the way up and 5 on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then vice versa. 6 on the way down and 5 on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So again, the important thing with this is to make sure that your notes stay evenly spaced, that you don't end up with, different groupings of 3 plus 4 or 6 plus 5, that you have whatever note grouping you're trying to fit into the space of 1 beat or 2 beats, that you actually get it into the space of the beat with even space in between the notes. Alright, thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully I got another lesson coming your way soon. Take care, bye-bye.